This is boxingtalk8576, and I'm coming at you with my future top 10 pound for pound list. This is no particular order. This is just my opinion. Remember, it's my opinion. So I know you guys out there have y'all opinion. Y'all probably have y'all opinion on y'all top 10 future pound for pound list, but this is mine. Keith One Time Thurman. He's a great boxer puncher, in my opinion. He goes to the body, he goes to the head, he can adjust in the ring. He showed against Soto Carras that he had multifaceted, showing different skills in the ring. He came out punching. They came out punching with each other. Keith Thurman changed it up, started going to the body, started boxing, started moving more, and got Diego Chavez out of there. He's finna fight Soto Carras this Saturday, so I'm gonna see where he's gonna go from there. He should have a good showing against Soto Carras. Soto Carras is not to be underestimated. He's a gritty fighter, come forward fighter, tough fighter, but Keith Thurman should be able to show his skills, his boxer puncher skills in this fight. I think he should have a good showcase. He may have the fight of the day. My next fighter is Deontay Wilder. He's a heavyweight. He fight at heavyweight. He knocked out every opponent he's been in the ring with. He has nice charisma. I think he's the next cash cow if he wins, certain fights. I think if he get somehow get to beat Vladimir Klitschko in the ring, which I think, in my opinion, I think Golden Boy within the next 2 or 3 fights will put him in the ring with him. He can become the next cash cow and the next superstar of boxing because he's a heavyweight boxer, and we've been waiting on the heavyweight to dominate the heavyweight division for a little while now. And boxing thrives when we have a dominant heavyweight, and he can be that dominant heavyweight. My next fighter is Adonis Stevenson. He's a light heavyweight champion. He's another boxer puncher. He showed that he can punch against fighters that he's been in the ring with. He showed in the fight against Jafaris Cloud that he can box, so he's just not a puncher. He can box, and people look at him being, knocking people out, but you got to look at that he can box too. Adonis Stevenson is the champion right now at light heavyweight. I like him very, very much. I would like to see a little bit more out of him. He may fight Kovalev in the next couple fights. That should be a blockbuster fight. But Adonis Stevenson is a future pound for pound fighter, in my opinion. Landy Lara. He just destroyed Austin Trout, outclassed Austin Trout. Austin Trout is a pretty good fighter. He fights at junior middleweight. I don't know what his next fight is going to be. I would like to see him fight Canelo Alvarez. I would like to see him get in there and them have a sort of fight to see who's the best at 154. But right now, in my opinion, Lara is the best at 154 because Canelo lost to Mayweather, who moved up, from 147 to fight at 154. But Lara proved that he's the best 154 fighter. He's in my future pound for pound list. And I would like to see Lara fight James Kirkland, because James Kirkland brings it. He's a tough fighter. Gennady Golovkin, he fight at middleweight. He just destroyed Curtis Stevenson. Everybody expected that, but he knocked him out, stopped him. Golovkin is another boxer puncher. I love. That's my style. I like boxer punchers because they can adjust in the ring, and if they can't finish you with a knockout, they can box. Gennady Golovkin goes to the body very, very well. People don't get fooled by the way that he knocks guys out and finish guys by knockouts. He goes to the body very well. Very punishing body puncher, just like Keith Thurman. These guys go to your body viciously. And Gennady Golovkin moves around in the ring. very well. He's patient, which is another thing. He's very patient in there. So Gennady Golovkin, I would like to see where he go from here. I would like to see him fight Martinez, but I think Martinez is about to fight Cotto, so we don't know what Golovkin is going to go from here. I know he got a fight date coming up. It's already scheduled. He just needs an opponent, but looking to see bigger and better things from Gennady Golovkin. Danny Garcia. Danny Swift Garcia is the junior welterweight champion. The man at 140. He just destroyed Lucas Matisse. I mean, it was a good fight, and people counted Danny Garcia out again. They picked Lucas Matisse to beat him. I picked Danny Garcia. I just thought Danny Garcia can do more things. I thought that Danny Garcia can box and punch, and I just thought Lucas Matisse is just a puncher. In my opinion, he's just a puncher, and Danny Garcia showed that he had multi-facets to his game. I don't know what Danny Garcia gonna go from here. I would like to see him move up to 147. The only person he could fight at 140 is the Russian right now, Provodnikov. But Provodnikov is with Bob Arum, so we don't know if that fight probably couldn't be made. But that would be another really good fight. And I got Danny Garcia winning that fight for the same reason I had him winning the Lucas Matisse fight. Danny Garcia can box and punch. I just think Provodnikov is an exciting fighter, but in my opinion, he's a puncher. He's just a puncher. He's not a boxer. He's not going to go in there and demonstrate a clean, crisp jab on you and move around the ring. But he's good at what he does. But I think Danny Garcia can pick him apart and beat him. Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia to me, he's in the realm of a boxer puncher. Mikey Garcia can punch. He can box. His brother Garcia was a champion himself. So not Danny Garcia, but Mikey Garcia has really good power. He displays nice ring generalship. He's smart in there. He's a patient fighter as well. I would like to see where he goes from here, but it was talks of him fighting Gamboa. I would like to see him in Gamboa. I think that would be a really good fight. I got Gamboa in that fight. In my opinion, I think Gamboa will probably beat him because Gamboa is really dynamic in there, and the way he moves, the way he has subtle quickness, where he can just punch you and with power, and you go down. Gamboa is a special fighter. He just needs to get his promotional thing together, and 50 Cent needs to get this man in the ring and have him get Gamboa busy, get him out there, because I don't know what 50 Cent is doing with him, but he needs to do a better job. It's another fighter on here. People probably will not agree with me, but Terrence Crawford, he's a lightweight. He fight at lightweight. I like the way he fights. He remind me of a Pernell Whitaker. But Terrence Crawford shows power. He shows that he can punch. He can punch harder than Pernell Whitaker. But Terrence Crawford has great defense. He has great defensive instincts too. That's another thing. Not only defense where he can put his hands up, he has great defensive instincts to where he can get away from punches subtle. Like some fighters just have that knack for just slipping a punch just an inch. So the punch will just graze him, or it won't hit him all the way, or they have a great distance to where they can be at the right place at the right time where the puncher goes short. Terrence Crawford, I like, I know he got booed in his last fight. I guess the crowd wanted to see more, but he is what he is. He's a slick fighter. I would like to see him. I would like to see him in there with someone a little bit more seasoned, to see exactly where he's at. But I like Terrence Crawford. I'm like, for my future pound for pound list. Lyoto Santa Cruz, featherweight. He can punch. He can box, but he shows that he likes to get in there and mix it up a lot. He likes to brawl a lot. In a lot of his fights that I've seen, he'll go in there like he can dominate his opponent just by doing what he's doing, like far as just boxing and maybe showing some power. But Santa Cruz likes to mix it up. That's just his makeup. He just likes to mix it up. He's a Mexican fighter. So a lot of Mexican fighters, I'm not saying all, but some of them, they got that Mexican heart, so they like to go in there and mix it up. And he looks like one of those fighters. But he looks good doing it though. He has nice settled defense. He's not one of those brawlers that just get hit all the time, by his opponent. He has a pretty good defense. It's not great defense, but it's pretty good defense, which shows that I think he can have a long, a little bit longer shelf life than most fighters that go in there and like to brawl. But Lito Santa Cruz is on my future pound for pound list. I like Gamboa. Gamboa is on my future pound for pound list. He just needs to get out there. Like I said, 50 Cent needs to get him out there, promote him a little bit better, get him these big fights. You know what I'm saying? Because Gamboa already showed that he's a level above, couple levels above the guys he's already fought. He has great foot movement. He's a Cuban fighter, so they have great boxing skills. He has a great amateur background, great power. He just needs to get in there and fight, some name opponents and get out there on TV more. Get him on HBO or, well, I guess he's an HBO fighter. Just get him out there so people can see him more. He was hot a couple years ago, and then he went to 50 Cent. He had a couple fights, but he just needs to get out there more. Gamboa has all the tools to be an A-list fighter. So that's my future pound for pound list. Hey, leave me some comments below. That's just my opinion. Remember, it's my opinion, so don't get on here with crazy comments saying, oh, he don't deserve to be on there. Just tell me what's your future pound for pound list. Don't try to, talk down on my future pound for pound list. I said this is my opinion. Just leave me, some comments below. Leave me some fighters that's on your future pound for pound list. This is boxingtalk8576. I'm out.